How is it you feel when you knows you are going to die few days after an world was going to end? It was the concerns which was made by many peoples few days before. In many movies and by the publications of scientists it has been shown that world may can come to end by global warming, by asteroid falling, and by the pandemic. It was no doubt that coronavirus has spread it all over the world. Many parts of the world is burning up due to this virus. But before this also there were many types of viruses which has hit the humankind in last century. It was more deadlier than this which has came close to wipe out the humanity and cause millions of deaths, reshape the humanity. You will surprised to know this is 10 Geographic Channel, and today we are going to see the top most dangerous virus in the world. Number 5. Coronavirus. The most destructive event of this century is the coronavirus outbreak. At first it was started from Wuhan province of China, and then it got spread all over the world. Coronaviruses are a group of RNA viruses, SARS-CoV-2, that cause diseases. COVID-19 virus will experience mild to moderate respiratory illness and recover after treatment. Older people and those with underlying medical problems of cardiovascular and respiratory disease are more likely to be serious illness. The virus spreads primarily through droplets of saliva or nose of an infected person. It has destructed lots of lives. Many people claims to China for not awareing to this virus and left it to spread all over the world. The world will require lots of time to overcome from this disastrous event. Number 4. Asian flu. The 1957 flu outbreak was caused by a virus known as influenza A, subtype H2N2. Research indicates it was originating from strains of avian influenza epidemics. In the first months of the flu pandemic, virus spread throughout China and surrounding regions. By midsummer it had reached the United States. At its height, the virus killed 2 million people, similar to the 1968. After 10 years of evolution, the virus disappeared, but the rapid development of a vaccine and availability of antibiotics to treat secondary infections limited the spread of the pandemic. It has shaped the Asia in 20th century. Number 3. HIV. The outbreak of HIV and AIDS swept across the United States and rest of the world, though the disease originated decades earlier. Today, more than 70 million people have been infected. About 35 million have died from it since the start of the pandemic. According to the World Health Organization, the human immunodeficiency virus HIV is a virus that attacks the immune system, specifically CD4 cells, or T cells. The virus is transmitted through bodily fluids such as blood, vaginal or anal fluids, and breast milk. It was first identified in 1976 in Congo, but did not become a pandemic. It peaked between 2005 and 2012 and changed the mankind forever. Number 2. Influenza virus. The Spanish flu, also known as flu pandemic, was an unusually deadly influenza pandemic caused by the H1N1 influenza virus. Lasting from 1918 to 1920, it infected 500 million people. The death toll is typically estimated about 50 million and possibly be high, making it one of the deadliest pandemics in human history. The flu was first observed in Europe before swiftly spreading around the world. At the time, there were no effective drugs or vaccines to treat. Citizens were ordered to wear masks and businesses were shuttered. Before the virus ended its deadly global march, it will influence the generations of upcoming humankind. Number 1. Bubonic plague. The Black Death was a devastating global epidemic of bubonic plague that struck Europe and Asia. The plague arrived in Europe in October 1347, when ships from the Black Sea docked at the Sicilian port of Messina. People gathered there met with a horrifying surprise. Most sailors aboard the ships were dead, and those still alive were gravely ill and covered in black boils that oozed blood and pus. Sicilian authorities hastily ordered the fleet of death ships out of the harbor, but it was too late. The disease was caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis. Over the next 5 years it has killed more than 20 million people, almost 1/3 of the continent's population. It was an unforgettable, horrible event for humankind. Guys, please share this video if you liked it.